guys? Welcome back. If it's your first time here, glad that you're here. My name is Will, and I make cinematic videos using trending effects. These are a couple of the videos you might have seen. Over the past couple months, a lot of y'all have asked how I do this super slow-mo effect. So that's exactly what I'm going to cover today. It's going to be a more in-depth tutorial, especially for those who have the attention span longer than a goldfish. So props to you for clicking on this video and actually watching it. If you do want to watch the original video, I will also make sure to link that in the comments. Is it the comments? I'll also make sure to link that in the, what is that called? The caption? Comments? Comment section? Bio. I think it's, no, it's not bio. I'll link, yeah, I don't know what it's called. I'll link it though. You'll find it. It's in the description of the video, whatever. You'll find it. It's fine. So for your camera settings, this is incredibly important to make sure that your camera is set up right in order to do this slow-mo effect. I would make sure that you're using either 120 frames per second or 240 frames per second. You can't do 60, but it's probably not going to be as crispy as it would be at 120 or 240. I would personally lean towards 240 just because it gives your editing software more frames to work with, but 120 will be fine and it'll suffice for what we're trying to do today. Let's say you're shooting at 120 frames per second. You would want to make sure that your shutter speed is at least double that, which would be 250. If you don't have a ton of light, 250 works. If you want to go even further on trying to get it to look even more crispy, especially with cutting out or like mitigating motion blur, you can crank up your shutter speed even more, maybe around like 1/500, which is going to allow your rotoscoping or whatever you're using to track whatever object is moving better. You can still use double the frames per second. If you're shooting at 240 frames per second, you'd want it to be double, which would be 1/500. But also if you can bump your shutter speed up, I would definitely recommend that. But at the same time, you are gonna need more light to be put into the scene in order to make sure everything is exposed correctly. If you are able to do that, do it. If you're not, it's okay. You can still get by with it. And I'll show you the tricks on how to make everything smooth in your editing software. This is the fun part. I'm going to open up Premiere and I'm going to show you my timeline. Honestly, it's super simple. There's only 2 tracks. I'll go through, kind of explain what I did for this. I did it a little bit different than how I normally do it, just so that I could kind of focus on making sure that the slow-mo was crispy. This is just how I did this, so I'll get into it. So on the timeline, you'll see I only have 2 tracks. Normally I'll rotoscope both of these in the same After Effects composition, so I'll only have one for both of these people, which are me. I don't know why I said people. Both. Yes, me. That is me. Crazy. 2 of me. I'm not a twin though. I really wanted to emphasize the slow motion part. What I did is I have the main layer, the background layer, which is me falling in slow-mo with the chest set, and also the background. So I wanted to make sure that this was in slow-mo, and I personally didn't want to rotoscope myself out with this and just focus on the slow motion. This is the first clip. This is the basic clip right here. You can see that this is just me falling down and landing on the couch, right? So why the video looks like the way it does and not like the rest of these is because if you right click, you go to show clip keyframes and you go to time remapping and click speed, this is gonna pop this up and this is gonna allow you to drag the percentage of what you want your video to look like, right? So I took this, dragged it all the way down, put it at 1%, right? So it's super choppy, right? Why does it look like that? Because I haven't showed you the trick, the key, the little spice to make this look good. So you go through there, remap it, drop down your, you're gonna drop down your percentage of speed. Now you're gonna right click you're gonna come in here to speed and duration. This is very important. Go here. It's probably gonna be set to frame sampling. You're gonna go down here to optical flow, change it, okay, right? So when I hit play, it's still choppy. Why? Why is that? You know why? Because you didn't render it. So I'm gonna hopefully render this real quick, and then by the power of editing, I'm gonna cut out that render time. Boom, magic. Okay, so it's done, right? So once you render it and you slow it down, right? So you come here, voila. It is incredibly smooth, super slow, and it looks so good. So that is going to allow you to slow down your footage, make it super crispy. The second part is this After Effects composition, right? So this looks super crispy, looks good, wow, amazing, right? Now the fun, cool part is adding the second person on top of that. So if we come over here to After Effects, okay, so this is the original clip. It's literally just me talking, looking, doing that. So in order to cut myself out of the frame, what you have to do is you have your original clip, you double click on it, right? And then you come up here to this little button, click on the roto brush tool. What you'll do is you'll start on your first frame, draw a little mask around it, make sure that you are going in, zooming in, selecting the frames, kind of being a little tedious about how much you're using around your body, clothing, all of that, especially hair as well. Once you're done, you're gonna wanna hit freeze. That is going to track yourself and what you outlined. So now we're gonna let this do that. So how are y'all doing? While this loads, how's everything going? Doing good? Cool. Very nice. Yeah. If you're wondering, I'm in a new place. There's nothing on the walls yet, but I have my vision board over there on the ground, which will be put up on this wall. And then I'll have some of my vinyls put on behind me, so it's not gonna look like a jail cell or a psych ward. So it'll actually look good. It'll look good. So if you see the next video, if you watch the next tutorial, it will actually be set up by then, which will be nice. But if you want a room tour, I got you. If you don't care and you just care about tutorials, that's also fine. I'm just a tutorial vessel for you that you're exploiting for your tutorials, and just monetary profit, which is totally fine. I'm cool with that. Once you're done scoping everything, if you want to touch it up even more, there's another trick that I will show you free. If you come over here, you'll see that there's feather and reduce chatter. If you turn these up, that is going to make this edge just a little bit crispier. It's gonna make everything smoother, and it'll look nice, and it'll blend everything in a lot better. So there's your little tip of the day. Pause. That is that's how you do that and make that look super crispy and blend in very well. Also, there's a little flash. I'm gonna show you how to do this too. So you duplicate your clip, hit Command D to duplicate your clip. If you want to make a cut right where the playhead's at, you hit Command Shift D. That's gonna make a duplicate, it's gonna cut it and then add it to the track, and then you just hit delete. So now you have two clips on top of each other, right? Two videos on top of each other. What you want to do, come over here, new, add a solid. You'll make a white solid, and you're going to do the same. So you're going to hit Command Shift D to get rid of this, and then you'll make it the same length of the top clip. You hit Command Shift D, boom, grab that, drag it down. Now it's on top. Cool. Now there's just a white screen. What? Word. So, you want to come down here to toggle switch modes. Click that. And then, oh, okay. Well, toggle switch modes again. Boom. Click that. And you want these modes to be up, right? So now you're going to grab this little pick whip. Sorry. You're going to grab the little pick whip and you're going to drag it to the first video. Boom. Now your dude is white. Wow. So it's gonna boop pop in, and now it looks like a little flash. Can't really see it on here, but let me go back to Premiere. So now this is going to pop in with that little flash, that subtle flash. I think it looks great. So that's how you do that. That's how you do the slow-mo effect to make it look super crispy, super easy. Make sure to drop a follow and also like the video. Just supports me, supports the channel, so that I can make more tutorials for you and kind of help you out wherever you're at on your editing journey. If you want to see anything else, go ahead and comment and I will make sure to get a tutorial out for you. And if there's any specific tutorials or any specific effects that you want to see, you can DM me, or you can also just tag me in an effect that you want to see done on Instagram or TikTok or whatever you use. You can even do it on YouTube. I don't know if you can tag people on YouTube. I'm old head. Sorry. I don't know. But like, subscribe, let me know what you want to see next. But I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. Peace.